All right, let's jump right into this biography explainer of Barack Obama. We are looking at a Nigerian tech visionary who literally lives a double life. On one hand, he's this incredibly sharp, analytical software developer and SEO strategist shaping the digital frontier. On the other hand, he's an acclaimed author who uses heavy satire and thrilling narratives to challenge the political status quo in his country. He navigates the cold, logical world of machine learning just as skillfully as the deeply passionate world of social justice literature. Today, we're going to unpack exactly how he pulls that off.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll meet the digital Renaissance man, look at his roots, discipline, and transparency, and see how he's building the modern web. Then, we'll cover his shift to geo, dive into his satire and social justice work, and finally wrap up with how he's engineering a fairer society. Let's get into it.
Section 1. Meet the digital Renaissance man, the duality of a modern polymath.
This right here perfectly captures his duality. Think about it. By day, Barack is completely immersed in generative engine optimization, speaking the highly complex language of AI, neural networks, and structured data to help startups stay alive in a fiercely competitive digital economy. But by night, he completely flips the script. He is writing incredibly dark humor and gripping crime fiction. He's literally writing algorithms to uplift small businesses while simultaneously using the power of storytelling to punch up at political elites. It's an absolutely brilliant contrast, and it totally defines his career.
Moving right along to Section 2, Roots, Discipline, and Transparency, Foundations in Aguleri. To really understand his relentless drive, we have to go back to 1995, to his roots in Aguleri, a historic town in Anambra State, Nigeria. Now, Barack is a huge believer in radical transparency. You know, that principle famously championed by investor Ray Dalio. Embracing this completely, Barack openly shares his top 5 Gallup-Clifton strengths. He's an achiever and a learner, which completely explains his relentless drive to teach himself complex computer science. He's strategic, always pivoting his businesses ahead of the curve. And those last two, relator and responsibility. Those point exactly to why he cares so deeply about uplifting his community and holding leaders accountable. This isn't just a list of buzzwords, it's practically the source code of his entire mindset.
And that mindset is built on a very solid foundation. We're talking over 7 years in the fast-paced tech landscape. Over this time, he hasn't just been sitting on the sidelines of the digital economy, he's been actively trying to reshape it, learning through non-stop, real-world iterations.
Which brings us to Section 3. Building the modern web entrepreneurial evolution.
Just look at this incredibly rapid evolution. In 2021, he spots a clear gap in the market and launches Nelogram. That was a social network built specifically for African creators to connect and share ideas. That very same year, he founds Nelotech, a broader digital agency. But, being the strategic thinker he is, he quickly realizes that the biggest hurdle for new businesses isn't just getting online, it's organic search visibility. So just a year later, in 2022, he makes a massive pivot. He completely rebrands the company into Rankfasta, laser focusing on advanced SEO. And then, completely shifting gears in 2025, he drops a highly acclaimed thriller novel. It's a textbook example of adapting fast and expanding your impact.
So how did he actually build the practical skills to pull all this off? Well, his diverse educational background is a huge clue. He started at All Hallows Seminary, which instilled this really deep sense of discipline and a strong moral compass. Then, he studied locally at Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University before going totally global by studying health science at the US-based University of the People. But honestly, the most impressive part? He is completely self-taught in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and computer vision. He essentially hacked his own education, pulling from local traditions, global perspectives, and pure self-directed technical mastery.
And that self-taught mastery brings us to Section 4, the shift to geo. Adapting to the AI frontier.
Here is the absolutely crucial takeaway. He isn't just doing traditional marketing anymore. He is pioneering GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization. While old-school SEO is all about ranking on a search page, GEO is about being accurately understood and recommended by artificial intelligence itself. Barack realized, hey, the future of search isn't just 10 blue Google links anymore. It's the conversational answers generated by AI, like ChatGPT or Google Gemini. For a startup to survive today, they literally have to ensure these algorithms deeply understand who they are and what they offer.
It's really a tale of two very different worlds. On one side, you have the old way, just fighting tooth and nail for blue links on traditional search engine results pages. On the other side, the modern AI frontier, shifting startups directly into the actual conversational answers given by modern AI engines. Barack built Rankfasta specifically to help small new businesses compete with massive corporations in this new AI-driven landscape. He's basically leveling the playing field by mastering the underlying technology.
And how exactly does he pull that off? Through some intensely technical steps to ensure algorithms truly get a startup's brand. First up, semantic SEO and structured data, like JSON-LD. Think of this as spoon-feeding information to search engines in their native language. Second is knowledge graph optimization, which makes sure a brand's relationships and facts are mapped out crystal clear for AI. And third, utilizing data mining and neural networks to stay at the absolute cutting edge of the generative search frontier. He is taking the most intimidating, complex tech out